What's going on, second channel? Today I'm gonna be explaining to you how market structure, liquidity wicks, range 1, range 2 is all the same shit. So when you have market structure, or let's step back a little bit. When you have a liquidity wick, right? You have something like this. Let's say this is a resistance here, right? And you have this form, right? This, a lot of people can say, okay, well, it's a weak bullish bearish candle. It's a liquidity wick, it's a topic, whatever it is, because usually what will happen here is this will happen, right? So as this is forming, right, what happens when it comes to structure, right? So when you have structure, all that's really happening here is you're doing something like this, or sorry, not structure. Whenever you have the candles printed, you're doing something like this. So let's say this is your resistance here, the same resistance that you had, right? That structure, you're gonna see likely this happening. You're gonna see this push up, two, and then all of a sudden 3 and 4, right? Yeah, should be 4 right there, right? So this candle, as this is happening, right? Actually, before I do that, let me just go straight. Let me just finish it off, and then you get continuations, right? Whatever, cool. So you have that, and then you have structure. So this is what we're drawing out here, right? We're drawing out this. So if that's that, you have structure now. So structure is going to be something like this, right? So your focus right now is this wick, this candle, right? So if I were to draw that in terms of structure, what's happening there is this. You're literally just doing this. My bad. So this is structure, right? 1, 2. All that's happening here is you're breaking structure. So at one given point, you're making, for instance here, you're making higher highs, right? Because you're pushing up, right? This candle at one point was bullish. It had to be bullish in order for it to create a top wick. So remember, it's at one point it looked like this. Let me just draw it out so you guys are less confused. At one given point, this candle was bullish, straight bullish, right? And then all of a sudden it flipped bearish, and then it closed back into the range, right? So as it was flipping, as it was bullish, you probably found resistance here or something, right? And then prior to finding resistance on a higher time frame, there was this resistance here. So that was that resistance there. So as you close back into the ranges, what happened there was you just broke structure. You came back into the range, you broke this level here, and now price is on the second half of, or it's on the bearish side of structure. It's making lower highs and lower lows, right? So that is basically this, which is basically this. And I'll explain to you guys why. Because when you had this push up, obviously the candle was bullish at one point, then it came back into the range. These were how the candles were printed on a smaller time frame. So like, let's say this is the 1 hour time frame. This is like the 15 minute time frame, right? It was closing above the range, cool. But since the higher time frame here was respecting this resistance here, which was this yellow line right here, as it was respecting that yellow line there, it came back into the range, right? So this candle came back into this range here, and then since it came back into the range, it closed bearish, right? Closed bearish below. Since it closed bearish below, after grabbing liquidity or after creating a top wick, and since it broke structure, right, in terms of structure, it's going to continue down now. So that's why you had this candle that pushed down next to fill the range, and that's what happened here in the 15. It just continued to push down, pop, came down and filled that range there, right? Same thing happened here though. So once you understand that this is all the same shit, just in different terms, different perspectives, trading will become a lot easier for you to understand. But yeah, that's structure. That's structure. That's top wicks. That's liquidity wicks. That's range fills. That's range one, range twos, right? It's all of that.